Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. What I'm going to be talking about today is the fantastic Streamlight Nano. There's really not a whole lot to go over as far as the review, but there's two things I need to get out there in this video. One is just how fantastic this little light is. I mean, we're all familiar with these. Yeah, they work, but they're not all that bright. Some of them can be quality. I think Innova or Inova, however you want to say it, makes some good ones, but they run about $10, and they're pretty much use until they die and toss them out. That's why I went looking for a good alternative. Here's what I came up with. As I said before, it's a Streamlight Nano keychain light, and let's do kind of a side-by-side here. There's the Nano, and there's that. You can see the Nano puts out a much brighter white light, and it covers a whole lot more area than one of those little flat paddle ones, and that's actually a pretty good little paddle keychain light. I don't know what the right term for these things are, but crap. That's what I think they are, so that's what I think they should be called. Anyway, moving on. The Streamlight Nano, I think, is about 10 lumens. It weighs a half an ounce, and that's with the keychain deal connected to it. So extremely small, extremely light, extremely bright, perfect little keychain light. Now, some people might be going, "Oh, the reviews I read say they're not very bright and they keep falling apart on people." Well, this is the main reason I'm making this video. I bought this along with that's a 4/7, with the MicroStream and the Stylus Pro, and I loved it. So I was going to get another one as a gift for my sister because she wanted one, and the one I got, pulled it out of the packaging because it was supposed to be a Christmas gift, so I was just going to go give it to her. And I put it together, and I immediately noticed that when I was screwing it together, the threads were squeaking, there was a lot of slop in there, and it was just a joke. And then when I finally got it together, it was extremely dim. I could tap it and the light would flicker and all that stuff, and it was just a joke. And I started looking, I'm like, wait a second, how can I have one that's so good and another that's so bad? Well, it was a fake. It was a counterfeit. And I'm going to tell you guys how to spot a counterfeit Nano. One is, as soon as you start turning the dial or the bezel to turn the light on, the real Nano keychain light is extremely smooth, extremely precise. It's kind of tight, but like I said, it's extremely smooth and extremely precise. And it won't. I've had this thing floating around on the keychain for a long time, and it hasn't fallen apart on me once. The fake Nano did. I mean, just shaking it around, the threads get looser and looser and looser, and it'll eventually fall apart on you. I'm gonna open this thing up so I can show you guys something. I don't know how well it'll come on camera, but the real Streamlight Nano, and this is all verified with Streamlight, because I called them up and I said, hey, look, I bought one of your Nanos, it's fantastic, and I went and get another one, and it's a pile of crap. And I took a bunch of pictures, emailed it to them, and their consensus was absolute fake. First off, the batteries it uses. The real Nano uses 4 L736 watch batteries, or hearing aid batteries, whatever you want to call them. Also, the real Streamlight Nano has a double O-ring seal in here, and extremely fine threads. I mean, my camera's not even picking it up, and it's not a bad camera. It's not the best one, but it's not a bad camera. So, I mean, the threads are extremely fine, and there's 2 O-rings. So if you are unhappy with your Streamlight Nano, crack it open. Oh, there it goes, finally focused. You can see the 2 O-rings in there. Yeah, that's a better view. Well, there's a double O-ring seal in there. If you guys aren't making that out, it's there, trust me. that does two things for it. It A, keeps all debris and water and whatever out of there, and two, it aids in smooth operation. Like I said before, the real Nano is extremely smooth, extremely tight, extremely precise, and you don't have to worry about it falling apart on you. That fake one, I mean, it squeaked when you were turning it, and it wouldn't last a day in your pocket holding together. This one has never fallen apart on me. And then the battery difference. The light was also different too. I'm sure the LED's not as high quality either. A couple other little things. The overall height turned on was different. The fake was a little bit taller. There's this post where the keychain hole goes in, or the keychain attaches to. On the fake one, it was fully up in the post. This one's actually like drilled through half the bezel and half the post. I mean, all these little things you're not going to be able to tell just by looking at it. I mean, unless you have an eagle eye. Like the paint, it was real rough. There was machine marks in the side, or in the body of the case, which isn't the case on the real Streamlight. The paint was cheesy and thin, and I mean, just a lower quality copy. And it's hurting us. I mean, and Streamlight as well. If I would have got the fake first, there's no way I would have bought another one. But since, just out of luck, I got the real one first, I bought more. So, I mean, there's $30 of business Streamlight would have missed out on. Oh, 35 because the original cost of the light. Streamlight would have missed out on had I got the fake first. So if you're unhappy with your Streamlight Nano, pull it apart, check the batteries. If it has LR41s, it's fake. If it has one O-ring, it's fake, or any combination of the two. According to Streamlight, they have never made a Nano that doesn't use the L736 batteries and doesn't have two O-rings. So if you have any features that aren't as stated in this video as being genuine, double O-rings, L736 batteries, you've got a fake and you need to return it. It shouldn't matter how long ago you bought it. If it's fake, they stole from you. So any reputable shop should return that for you. Streamlight asked me to send them the fake. They told me they would send me a real one in replacement, just because they wanted to get their hands on it. I had already returned it at that time. I'd taken the pictures, so I wasn't able to do that for them. I did put them in contact with the seller, or the store I got it from off of Amazon, and they're working it out. The seller told me that their supplier's saying it's a Gen 1, Gen 2 type of deal, and Streamlight's telling me no, that's not the case. So, I just wanted to put this out there to give you guys some information, so if you're on, and to kind of redeem Streamlight's reputation a little bit if people are actually going to watch this thing. I just think it's a bunch of crap that China is doing a bunch of copyright infringement, patent infringement, and getting away with it, because it's hurting the consumer and the actual company, not some cheapo backdoor shop making the stuff. It's theft, straight up. So hope this helps somebody. Like I said, if you got a fake, harass the company you got it from until they return it, or give you your money back or replace it with a real one. Thanks for tuning in. Hope this helps.